My name is Motjotji. I come from Lesotho, the Mountain Kingdom. I've been doing my PhD on pelargonium. My background is in natural sciences. I think I've always been keen on nature because even when I was growing up, we used to have livestock for my grandmother and my mom. May their souls rest in peace. They used to tell me that after coming from the world, when taking livestock, I would come with pockets and pockets of goodies are found in nature. It's called hlwenya in Sesotho. It's used for stomach problems. I went to a national university at home whereby I was like geared towards UI science student. So I did what we call general Bachelor of Science. When I finished at home at that time, the obvious choice was to be employed by government. And I worked there until December 2021 when I came to fully focus on the PhD. So how did I end up dealing with pelargonium? I happened to be placed in one of the southern districts where the plant was being heavily harvested for international trade. I moved, like I said, from pure conservation to how the tools that are being developed internationally, that different countries like Lesotho and South Africa, whereby the plant is indigenous, are implementing them to try to improve conservation. One in particular that I'm interested in is called access and benefit sharing. In simple words, that is basically saying you as a provider country, you provide access to this pelargonium plant, and I come and access it for development and for personal or economic gain, and then I give benefits back to you as a provider country and a provider society or community. That agreement basically at the international level was saying I give back because in the past that used not to be the case. So basically that tool was made, the access and benefit sharing, provide access and give you benefits to try to see if these people or the providers get benefits. Would they be motivated to conserve better? My argument really is you see only benefits, mostly economic benefits, but benefits going solely to this plant and the environment where it's found, that conversation is lacking. I'm working on this plant in a time whereby the management plan that actually guides the South African government on how to sustainably use the species and conserve it has just been revised. Whatever results that I come up with can try to inform implementation of the management plan. The main components really that will fit into that is about socio-economic study around the plant, which is part of what I'm doing, and also the ethnobotanical study. I came from the natural sciences, and this has been a learning curve because I'm basically using more of a qualitative approach to looking at the problems of conservation now. And I've had to really go out of my comfort zone to try to understand different perspectives. I had to look outside of the conventional way of knowledge or of conservation to look beyond other ways of knowing. In particular, in this case, I think I've been looking more into traditional knowledge around utilization of the plant in terms of how they used it in the past, how have they improved that usage over the years. Are there any cultural significance, values that they associate with the plant? Is it still important beyond just them harvesting and selling it? So I think in terms of knowledge, I had to really navigate between what we call scientific knowledge and traditional knowledge and try to go beyond what I thought how I thought I understood reality. That was a difficult one, particularly in Lesotho, because I used to work for the same department, that is regulating utilization of the resource. That is one of the situations, particularly when I was doing interviews, that it proved very difficult. Before interviewing people, I would say, for the purposes of this interview, I know you know me, but please just tell me as if I'm somebody else, not somebody you know. Because I would find myself in a position whereby an interview would say, you know Mus, and I had to bring it into part of my introduction when I was interviewing a person that this is who I am, I know you know me, but I'm coming in a different position now. For people that were able to get what I was saying, I knew I managed to get some new things that I never knew even when I was dealing with those issues. I'm like, wow, that I didn't know. I think even myself, I had to introspect. Even when I was asking the questions, I had to, just hold my reins in terms of saying or preempting. I had some bit of odd moments here and there, but I think I learned to manage it as I got into the data collection process.